If it looks like we just left the 2024 first day of the state wrestling tournament, you would be correct, because we literally just got in the vehicle, drove up here from the horse park to the hotel, and we're doing the review video with our guest today who knows how to win an individual state championship at the horse park and a team state championship at the horse park. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
Yeah, my name is Kohl Dodd. I'm the Fern Creek head coach of Fern Creek Wrestling. I'm a 2015 state champion for Kentucky and for Fern Creek, and at the 195-pound weight class.
195. So if you hear people at the talking, the check-in counters on the other side, we come down here. We got the entire Fern Creek roster with us, the coaching staff and everybody. They wanted to come down and watch Coach's video. They wanted to laugh at his stalling here in the match. No, we're kidding. So we have a lot of Fern Creek wrestlers on the channel. Mark Hitchings, Will Seifer, McCarthy, Lawrence Woodford, Hilger, AJ Bender. We have a lot of great Fern Creek names on the channel. Fern Creek has a great tradition, 3 state championships as a team, 75, 84, and then your glory days in 2015. So we ask everybody the same question right off the gate is, what gets you into wrestling? How do you find it? What's the driving force to go like, man, I got to be a part of this?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. My brother wrestled. He started in 2000, I want to say 6, under Coach Hall at the time at Fern Creek.
Okay.
And I was like 130 pounds as a 5th grader. My brother was a junior, and I was bullied pretty profusely. And so I watched my brother. I went to the tournaments. I remember like WCI. I remember the Big East tournament. And just kind of he inspired me to join the team. There was a phenomenal youth program at that time with Coach Branch, Coach Miller, who's at DeSales now.
Yep.
And I joined, and I did not have success right away, but it was kind of a family affair. And then my mom is from Oklahoma, and she was a team manager, Matt Major, at that time period, for Edmond Memorial outside Oklahoma City.
No, that's. I couldn't tell you the number of videos we've done with guys that said something to that effect. Big brother was in it. Dad got me into it. Uncle, grandpa, whoever it was, just a family. And if you know anything about wrestling, chances are, well, the sport's growing now. This is February 15th, 2024. And we just, like I said, literally just left the state, first day of the state boys wrestling. And the number of dads and sons, grandpas and grandsons, giving them advice, or whoever it is that raised them or they're close to in their family they respect, giving them advice. And you can hear them up in the stands, hey, we've worked on this all summer, we hit it. So it's cool that, it's kind of I don't want to say closed, but it's a special type of a sport. You got to put in the work. You can't just go in and be like, I want to be on the wrestling team. Like if you're 7'5", you can play basketball and may not be the best player, but you're probably going to be in the varsity lineup. Yeah. But wrestling, if you're not, have a little bit of experience or halfway decent, you're not going to make it to the state finals. You're not going to make it to the state tournament. And that's something that's, cool about it is, yes, you can get in, but you got to earn your way. You can't blame the point guard for missing the shot or the quarterback for throwing a bad pass or whatever team sport it is. If you get beat, 99.8% chance it was your fault. Yeah. I'll give the 0.2% for the referees. I got to stand up for my referees. So let's talk about your run. 2014, I believe you said you come in, was it 4th place?
4th place, yeah. I lost to Wyatt Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
Wyatt Courtney put it on me pretty bad. I think 10-0. And then I had wrestled Tyler Frank-Roan from Trinity in the quarters.
That's 2-time state champion Tyler Frank-Roan, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. He was a beast. Of course, Wyatt is Harrison's brother, so we know we're great friends with the Courtney family.
And why not? 39-0. North Hardin has had some good success here at the state tournament down through the years.
They really have. In the early days, they and Woodford were 1 and 2 back in the 70s.
2015, though, is your year. Let's go over who all was on that team, because the team state championship that year. 106 pounds, you had Mike Klein,
Mikey, yeah.
come in 6th place, 106 pounds. Jorge, daggone you. I've been on to you for 2 years, and we got to get with you. We got your 2013 and your 2013 and 2015 video, so you got to get up with me. We'll do yours on Zoom. Cedric Benford, 120, 4th place. Connor Cameron, 5th place at 126. AJ come in 2nd. That match is on the channel to Keegan Duncan. We've done Keegan's review video. Of course, AJ, 2016 state champion, 132. You had 138, Jeremy, is it Hehan? Hennihan, I'm sorry, Jeremy.
Hennihan,
we don't want to disrespect anybody. 145, Jared Branch. 152, Bryce Hoffman, 4th place. 160, Tevin McAtee. 170, Yo Majesty Warfield.
Yeah.
I think that might be the best non-wrestling name that we. Yo Majesty, what's happening? Of course, you at 195. We'll talk about your bracket here just in a second, and then at 220, Cade Willingham. So let's go over your bracket though. First round, you start off the tournament with a 1 minute and 54-second fall over Mitchell Devins of Daviess County. So you get in, you get out. Sometimes it's survive and advance, but sometimes you come to make a statement. Sometimes people know, hey, daggone it, this is my year. I'm not getting 4th. I'm not getting 3rd. I'm not taking anything less than 1st, right? And that today we saw a lot of that. Had some really great quarterfinals. Second round, you win a 3-1 decision over Marco Ruiz from a Louisville area school. Moore, have you wrestled Marco?
I think I do remember wrestling Marco earlier in the year.
I got you.
I just didn't, 3-1. I didn't open up my offense.
3-1. And survive in advance, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's what you got to do. The quarterfinals, you won a 4-0 decision over Brett.
I think it was
Griziani from Campbell County. And Campbell County, as you guys have know, great wrestling tradition. 4-team state championships, Coach B and all that group up there done an excellent job with Campbell County. So if you beat a Campbell County wrestler, especially back then, you've done something.
Yeah.
And I would say this gentleman was probably Austin Meyer's practice partner.
Absolutely.
And of course, we all know about Austin, 4-time undefeated state champion. Semifinals, you wrestle LaCorey Robinson from North Hardin, and you win a 13-3 major decision. So you're in the finals, and you're like, all right, I'm here. This is where I want to be. Walk us through that. What's going through your head?
Yeah, so I had wrestled Elijah Miller since middle school. He had beaten me at middle school state in my 8th grade year. He had beaten me my sophomore year at Gladiator. And then earlier in the year, he had beaten me at state duels, which was held in Union County.
Right.
And he actually put it on me pretty well, but I could tell I had better lungs than him. Just a better gas tank. But
I got you.
It was, I don't know where it was, if it was like a horse barn in Union County.
Yes.
And they had found a hole under the mat. So they had to stop the match for like 15 minutes, and they had to literally move the mat. So it took, he got his lungs back, 15-minute break.
I got you.
But I remember before the finals just being like super, not confident, but I had like very little nerves because I knew, right, like going into the match.
And something too about this year is the 2015 year is the year that we had to cancel or postpone for like 3 weeks.
3.5 weeks.
So,
it was Tuesday, Wednesday.
It was a Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's kind of a, wrestling is a sport that you can't just come out and do it. You have to stay in shape. You have to keep your weight down. You have to make sure, like you said, keeping that gas tank full, keeping your lung capacity to where you know you can explode if you need to, or I'm in better shape than this person. You're not going to outdo me. You're not going to outmuscle me. You're not going to out-effort me. So 3.5 weeks, man, that was a long time. Did Coach, I guess that's Mark Kitchens at the time.
Mark,
Did he put you through the ringer?
So
get ready for it?
I do remember, because we honestly, like if you looked at Union County that year, you looked at Trinity, you looked at St. X. St. X, Dom Lampy, I'm pretty sure was not in the lineup at state.
You're right.
Yeah, so it was like, it was all the stars kind of aligned. I remember, because we had wrestled the regional tournament, and I was hoping, because I had wrestled Lucas Mioza from Trinity that year. I had beaten him once, he had beaten me twice. So I was kind of hoping for a good draw, right? Get that luck of the draw,
right.
Find my way into the finals, and that happened. But the snowstorm hit. I want to say like a Wednesday, and I remember getting a text from Coach Hitching saying, look, it's been postponed
Yep.
until March 10th and 11th, and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
So I do remember like having conversations with them of how does practice look for the next 3 weeks? Like, are we going to come in and kind of keep y'all fresh? How are we going to keep the weight down? And honestly, that 3.5 weeks probably helped us. It gave us more time to prep.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just maybe need that extra because it's all, all the chips are pushed into the center. All the money's, everybody's cards are shown. This is who's going to be there.
Yeah.
This is my draw. It ain't changing. Daggone it. This is who I'm pretty much going to wrestle in each match. Let's get it done. So the 2015 videos it took me forever to find it. I finally did. When I found it, I messaged you, Keegan, Ben Barton, Jorge, daggone you. Every time I mention your name, Jorge, I'm going to say daggone you because we got to get with you. But we messaged, several guys from 2015, hey, I want to do your video. And we've been trying to get this together for
probably half a year.
I got the 2015 video in July of 23. July of 23, and we're February 15th, 24. So, going on a pretty good while trying to get together, like officially trying to get it. I've contacted you, way before that. I'm glad we were able to do it now. But it's been a while since you've seen it, right?
Yeah, they used to have it on YouTube. So like, I would watch it just to relive the old glory days.
But your team's never seen it though, right?
No, so I think it's kind of cool. Have you ever had a team watch it?
We had Livingston Merritt his Christian County team when he does his backflip in '97. I thought they were going to tear the house down because everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, coach, what are we doing?" So it's kind of cool. You got your team here, and you can say, "Hey, what's the like?" There was this great YouTuber put out a video said, "Are you going to be next?" And now you can look at your team and say, I did it. Are you going to be next? You know what I mean? So we're going to get our computer set, our TV set. We'll see you guys back at the horse park. All right, you guys are seeing what we're seeing. You're looking at Austin Myers. This is in his senior season. He wrestles Brandon Reed. We're still going to get with Austin and finish up his 4. We've got 3 of his 4. Just the fact of getting Austin lined up. So I think Austin Myers and Brandon Reed might be, on paper, the most 2 successful wrestlers in Kentucky history. A 3-time NAIA heavyweight champion from Lindsey Wilson, a 4-time undefeated 215 or 220 state champion from Kentucky. I think that qualifies for being the best, the 2 best in a state finals in history. But this is not Austin's video. This is yours. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
State history to be a 4-time state champion.
Here you come running out.
I just remember saying, don't trip, don't trip, don't trip. That's a long sprint, dude.
It's a long run all the way out there.
And they did heavyweights down.
Yeah.
I do remember
Yep.
that.
Yeah, they went in reverse order so they could start at 106.
There's Elijah.
There comes Elijah out. Quick handshake. $62-6 coming in. And I believe that's Rocky Durham.
It's Rocky. Yeah, it is Rocky.
Now you'd watch Jorge win and you'd watch AJ get beat. So what? I mean, it's like I can't.
Yeah, I remember being up by I think we were the state title as a team was already locked.
Okay.
It came down to Zane and Bryce Sheffer's match.
Okay.
And I think their match went to OT. But I can't remember if Zane made it. If he won, then I would have to have won to clinch it. But my wrestling in high school was very much safe, stay active, win the hand fight. I had pretty solid defense.
Now, from neutral though, what's your go-to takedown? What are we looking to do
It would be
here?
a snag single.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wanted to, again, just wear them out because I knew I had lungs on them.
Right.
I did play the line a lot, which is...
Say it ain't so.
Which is, I struggled in college because the
Right.
rules my freshman year were... They started to shift it to where it was like a stall call each time a wrestler goes out of bounds. So I did have some struggles with that when I transitioned to college at Lindsay. But just wrestle smart, make 0 mistakes.
This
It
happens.
did go out. I do remember this happening.
The footage did go out in the actual. So that's not an error on your. As somebody sends me a text message.
That's Rusty Parks.
Yes,
It's
Rusty
commentated,
Parks
yeah.
on the call with, is it Joe Simpson?
I think so, yeah. But I just wanted to wear on his head, make very little mistakes.
All right, back to the center. What do you guys think so far?
Any stall calls?
Is he doing stuff he'd yell at you for? Why are you playing no
Sprawl,
love
look at that
for?
sprawl.
Now, were you having to like struggle to keep your weight at 195, or was you pretty?
Not really.
Okay.
I'd wrestled 82 my freshman year. I qualified for state, and I remember being like the only freshman qualifying for state. So that was kind of like, oh man, maybe I do
Right.
have something here. And then my sophomore year, Coach Hitchens came in. He had left Trinity after Brent had won his title against Omar Jarvis in 2012, and John Fahey had graduated. So
Yep.
I do remember him coming in. And I was 2 matches away from placing my sophomore year.
So, but he wins the toss, the first. You look over at coach. He takes it down. What are we looking to do here from down?
Always looking for hand control on bottom.
Okay.
Active knee slides, keep my head off the mat, attack a hand. He's doing a good job of extending the ride, dropping down to my ankles.
Yep.
There's my one.
You get
Yeah.
your one, get your
Hard
escape.
cut.
We're neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wrestling's getting so much better in Kentucky because it was starting at an early age.
Who's this in the corner with?
So Coach Tishner actually coached my brother.
Okay.
So he coached my brother, and then he coached me in my high school career, and now we were actually co-workers now.
Okay.
He's a counselor at Fern Creek High School.
I got you.
So Josh Tishner and then Coach Hitchens, of course.
All right, in this match, Dodd, Fern Creek leads 1-0.
He took down, started the period.
Yeah, different rules.
Yeah.
So I definitely adapted my game strategic. I was extremely strategic. I didn't like taking shots to my knees.
Right.
Because I'm not that athletic, right? You won't see me do a backflip in this match.
Well,
so-
yeah. I was going to ask you if we could have one done here in the hotel lobby.
Absolutely not. I can do a cartwheel, that's about it. But I'm looking for this baseball tie, so
Yeah.
baseball tie, kind of look for my snag, kind of stay active with the fake so the refs kind of think I'm working, which I
Right.
am.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm still just trying to wear them out.
You mean you guys would look busy to not get a stall call? I say it ain't so, man.
I know.
Say it ain't
It's
so.
crazy. And then, sprawling. My butt's to the center.
Yep,
so
butt's to the center.
Our butt's kind of actually close to the out of bounds. So if he shot, I could step out of bounds and be out of bounds. But we coach, right? Get your butt to the center. We call it Iowa Okie. Try to shoot him out. Try to get a stall call there.
Yep.
There's Rusty.
Yep.
He might know a couple things about wrestling.
Yeah, I was gonna say he knows a few things about.
About winning championships. But wear him out, make 0 mistakes. Elijah's he was a phenomenal wrestler. He wrestled at Campbellsville. I went to Lindsay, which was only 20 miles away.
Right.
But front head was definitely my primary offense. Look for like a cross ankle pick.
So we're out of bounds there.
But lock down a wrist. Try to lock down his attack hand.
10 seconds to go.
Stay defensive, hands down, stay in a good stance. Right, there's the stall calling me.
Stalling. At the end of the second, got called for stalling.
For stalling, backing up, so that might play big in this third quarter. Takes down, looking for an escape. Dodd ahead.
Do you give your kids extras for stalling calls? Some teams do,
What do you mean extras?
like 10 extras after practice or
Probably
push-ups.
should.
Or
Honestly, I probably should.
I was gonna say, if you give them extras, you got to hit 10 out for them.
I know. They're
Every-
going to have evidence against
I was
me
gonna
now.
say from now on, every time you watch, hey, coach, that's 10 extra. What we doing? What we doing? All right, so you he gets up, but you kind of cut him there. That was kind of smart.
I do remember him getting hit with stalling. I don't know if it's already happened, because both of us had given up a stall call. But it was 1-1. I mean, really, I'm playing the out of bounds, right, which I kind of joke around with Joe Catane about a lot. Stay active.
So you're tied up, you're neutral with 1:22 to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably rehearsed and scenarioed in your thought process, okay, if this happens, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. When you get to this point, knowing that this is it, this is the state championship, man. There's nothing else. There is no tomorrow. What was your go for broke move or technique?
I mean, just getting that baseball grip, I learned it from a camp that I attended at Nebraska University during the summer. Like, it was just it's a simple baseball grip. Bring the leg to you, right? Always attack the leg that you want to bring. Pull it to you. I snagged it up, and then I hit an outside trip, which you'll see with like 14 or 7 seconds left. It was something crazy.
Out of bounds. He back.
It was a bad shot, but staying active.
Staying active, man. That's
hard to
part
call
of the
stall
game.
when you're taking shots.
Yep. Need like a shot counter up on track wrestling.
Yeah.
8 shots to 2.
Honestly, yeah. But wrestle smart. Hitchens was really good at preparing you just mentally. I mean, he's a winner, man.
Oh yeah,
His 2 sons, and then everything
question.
that he did at Trinity and at Fern Creek.
Mm-hmm.
He had came in the first year. So the year that he came in, we had placed 58th in the state. The first year, he has a state champion with Jorge. Here we go.
Here it is.
There's the snag. Outside trip. Take down, toes on the edge of the mat. It's pretty wild to get the takedown right in front of your coaches.
Yep.
So I do remember this. So I'm up by, like, it kind of hits me like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, look over at the clock, 7 seconds left. Like, dude, ride him out. He hits a Granby.
Yeah. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
I catch his hips and then I just hold on to him. So 3-2. I told you, I get that high vertical.
Hey.
Honestly.
That's.
But it was wild, right?
Yeah,
7 seconds left.
Absolutely.
Something that, you dream about. Something that, as a young kid,
absolutely.
you grow up like, I want to be a state champ.
Absolutely, man.
And, so I don't even know where I'm going.
Come over, give the Simon Kenton coaches a handshake.
Handshake, yeah.
The
Coach Hitzings pick him up.
pick him up, man. Give him a bear hug.
Absolute hero.
Hell yeah, of course. So does it play out the way you remember?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Besides you winning, of course,
yeah.
I guess I should say.
Just with like that dramatic kind of fashion.
Yeah.
Beating a kid that had put it on you early in the year.
Yeah.
It was nice to avenge that loss.
There's of course Austin and Brandon, but we have the medal ceremony.
Yeah. Brandon Reed was my college teammate.
Oh well, yeah, that's right.
I have
That's
a
right,
fake
Lindsay.
tooth because of Brandon.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
We'll have to make sure to tag him in the video.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal guy.
Oh, dude. And what he's doing now with like his grappling tournaments, jiu-jitsu tournaments, ranked, in the world or whatever. Yep.
Gosh.
Yeah, rest in peace. I got Mark's memorial badge on for the tournament.
He was a good dude, man.
Good referee. So you win, realizing I have an individual state championship and a team state championship as a senior. What a way to go out, right?
Yeah, as a senior too. It was a way to go out.
You couldn't
man.
ask for a better way to end your career.
No, like it's something.
Especially in Kentucky. I mean, we don't class, we don't have divisions. It's if you win it, daggone it, you're the best.
Man, yeah.
You are, as Ric Flair would say, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
My mom would always say there's only 14 people that leave state happy.
Yep.
So.
This year, he's had some time off. Came out in January. He didn't really play.
And here you are, man, getting you still have your medal?
Yeah, it's somewhere.
You have to see me.
I'm sure my mom has it somewhere.
We'll have to. We got something else we're going to show you right here.
Dig it up.
I think your team's enjoying this, Coach.
Oh yeah.
And on top of the world there, man. And this video also has the 2015.
So the dude that placed fourth, he's
Okay.
actually coaching. He's one of our assistant coaches. That's Coach Portman.
Okay,
Coach Colin Portman, he wrestled at North Oldham.
I got you.
And then Lucas Mioza in the 7th, he was my college roommate.
Then here's the 2015 trophy presentation. There you guys come, man. Marching in formation.
Like I said, Hitchings took over. We were 59th in the state.
Right.
First year he comes in, Jorge wins the state title, we get 20th. The next year we get 8th, and then first, right? In 3 years he changes the program, which the work was there, but right, like AJ Bender transferring in obviously helped. There's a lot of kids on that team that had no business placing that placed, that he recruited from the halls. Like it was one of the peaks of our programs, and that's what we're hoping to get back to, right?
Man. I mean, like I said, the proof's in the pudding. I mean, individual, you know what takes to get done as an individual and as a team.
Yeah.
And I see a pretty good looking crew behind you. So you might be able to add number four team title to that.
That's the goal, man. That's exactly the goal. Yeah. Jorge Vega there too. I met him in 5th grade, and his sister's actually our manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah, little Frank is over here. He told me the first year I met him, he was skateboarding. I was like, dude, you should wrestle. Like, phenomenal athlete. He's like, no, absolutely not. So it took a year of him convincing, and then us, because he was a senior that year too. It was, it was a dream, man.
I can believe that. And there it is, man. I wanted to put all this on here that way you could have it, and everybody on this. I see you, man. I see you there.
Same pullover.
I was gonna say, hey, if it works,
superstition. Yeah.
And of course that's where the video ends. And you have brought your Fern Creek State Championship ring. Of course, you guys will see photos of that. Just a phenomenal piece. Everybody wants one of these. Everybody wants to put that on their finger, wear it. And I've said in other videos, high school athletics are a small part of our life. We go on, we have families, if that's what you choose to do, we have careers, we do whatever. But whenever you're able to look back and say, this is what made me who I am today. It's not necessarily the state championship that made me what I am. It's the lessons I've learned from Coach Hitchings. It's getting my nose busted. It was getting a fake tooth. Okay, yep, you know what? I was able to tough this out. I was able to do this. I learned how to finish something. I know what it takes to win. I know what my best is. I know that if my best is required, I can give it when it matters. We don't go around wearing our medals. We don't go around wearing, unless you're at the state tournament, you know what I mean? Or your Letterman jackets or your referee, and my referee shirt today, because I had to wear it for being an official. We don't go around bragging about all that. We don't, if somebody asks, there's no sense in being ashamed of it, but we don't go around just advertising to the world, hey, however many years ago, 20 years ago, whatever year you graduated, how long back you are, I did this or I done that. No, this is a chapter of my life, and I'm proud of that chapter.
Absolutely.
I want everybody that wants to read it, it's here to be read. And you finished your chapter of high school wrestling as good as anybody could finish any chapter. Now, you went on to college. Lindsey Wilson, correct?
Yeah. Under Coach Ruff, Corey Ruff, who's at Cumberland's now.
Yep.
I was a national qualifier, a couple-time team captain. But I got to, it was a rude awakening, right? I guarantee I gotta be a little bit more offensive.
I guarantee it.
But I knew I wanted to go there because I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a coach like Coach Hitchings and impact, generations to come.
I understand that. So, we're going to wrap this one up, put a bow on it. I want to ask the team, what does everybody think about Coach's video?
He's still a scrub.
Scrub.
I would have beat him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who's your 215? Is 215 here?
Well, he's our 190.
You to beat him?
Yes, I want to be.
Tomorrow I can set it up at the horse park.
Oh,
Can we make that happen for
I'm
he's
gonna
an
get,
alternate. He needs a match.
I'm gonna get on the microphone and be like, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to mat number 4.
It's gonna be me and a Teddy Graham over here.
Teddy Graham. Teddy Graham.
We're gonna have a good weekend Saturday. We've got 4 girls who qualified for girls state.
Right.
Gabby Lee is looking to be a 4-time state champion.
Oh, wow.
85, so it's gonna be exciting, and hopefully
Good, yeah, and of
she'll
course
be the next video
we'll,
you do.
we'll be there, and I'm going to interview all this being the first year for the Girls State Championship. Whoever wins, whoever it may be, we're going to interview all 13 at some point soon after the state tournament is over, just because of the history aspect of it. The earliest video I have of the Kentucky Boys State is 1969, and it's cool. It's amazing to have that footage. We're still looking for every single year we can get. As it stands now, after this season, or after the state tournament ends, as of this filming, I'll have 38 of the 61 state tournament years on video.
That's amazing.
And I'll have 506 matches of 811 that's been wrestled. So that's 62.3% for those of you wondering. As we hear Timmy Trumpet, I think Timmy Trumpet's a good way to end the video. Man, thanks for doing this.
Thank you, Alex.
I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you all for watching. Jorge Vega, daggone you.
He's getting married too, so
Yeah, I was going to say,
we'll do it at your wedding.
We got to do it at your wedding, do it before the wedding, whenever. But man, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
Guys, we'll see you on the mats.